Time now for the Peter Chill Morning News on this Thursday morning, May 12th, 2016. And good morning to you all on this lovely Thursday morning, May 12th, 2016. Here are your news and odds on top story at 8:03 on this Thursday morning is Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff must step aside immediately following a vote in the Democrats to move forward with impeachment proceedings stemming from corruption allegations against the country's first female president. The Florida neighborhood watchman, George Zimmerman, fatally shot unarmed teen Trayvon Martin in 2012, has put in the killer handgun and up for auction and hoping to fetch at least $5,000. Police get physical with suspect in their chase that started in Holden, Massachusetts, and ended in Nashua, New Hampshire. Malaysia's government said Thursday that almost 2 more pieces of debris discovered in South Africa. Robert gets out after Marvin tests almost certainly from Flight 370, bringing the total number of pieces believed to be come from missing. Instagram's new icon is pink walls, pink and purple, yellow, and orange. It's definitely different, and not all the company has changed today. Workers and plants spread by the largest U.S. poultry producers are rarely being denied bathroom breaks as a result of some are being reduced to wear diapers while working on the process line, Oxfam America Center reported on Wednesday. Berlin, top European Union and German officials made it clear Tuesday that Turkey must back off from its refusal to change its anti-terror laws and hopes of securing visa-free travel to Europe and Turkish citizens. Corruption is mentioned enemy as terrorism, says John Kerry. When Nichols offered first day workers resumption at PwC Global headquarters left, she was sent up for pay. With no pay for wearing the wrong shoes. Kampala, Uganda. Uganda's longtime president was sworn in on Thursday for a 5th term, taking over his 4th decade in power and been arrested in a position. Politicians in a shutdown of social media. Rumors started swirling on Tuesday that the news was coming. Residents of West Texas hoped that they would finally learn what happened on April 17, 2013, when a deadly explosion of fertilizer plant leveled in town. Kara's faced Kara. He believes the FBI cuts holes in his clothes and leaves fear visitors hope that Robert Wilson told a joke about President Obama, the anti-craft today, committed suicide 2 weeks later, and Planned Parenthood's student suspect with North Carolina ties would come in. Alabama death row debate. Fred Madison said to be executed tonight unless his final round of appeals proves successful. The execution should be carried out by legal injection at 6 p.m. Boston police arrested 5 people and seized at least 4 guns during the film of a rap video at Dorchester Wednesday night, reports the Boston Globe. In Taunton on 40 days Wednesday, praised the actions of civilians of the off-duty Plymouth County Deputy Sheriff as a brave and heroic and stopping their offered to Rosas. Daily Trail of May and then ended in Silver City Gallery Mall when one gunshot to the Rosa 7 minutes inside of British restaurant. The city James Queen and what authorities said would have certainly been continued guarded by a knife wielded to the Rosa. Queen fired and his personal weapon on display his badge. And found himself as a law enforcement officer and ordered the Rosa to drop the knife, officials said. Rosa, a 28-year-old lifelong Taunton resident, refused to drop the knife. He died later with a wound at the Charlton Memorial Hospital Fall River, officials said. Before crashing his girlfriend's car to the front door of an emergency that assaulted people that was right in front of the mall. Rosa always, 7 and 8-year-old woman and her daughter inside he started home 45 minutes early as they ate dinner. Bristol County District Attorney Thomas Goodwin reported that Queen was out of uniform eating dinner with his wife Patricia's wedding. The Rosa entered the restaurant, grabbing the knife near the wait station and began stabbing people. Quinn said the duty deputy fired the gunshot that ended the carnage. Yokohama, Japan, Nissan Motor Company agreed to buy a 34% stake in Mitsubishi Motors Corporation, taking the factory control with a $2.2 billion bet that bails out similar scandal hit rival. The American Middle class is shrinking at the national level is what documented a previous study by Pew Research Center on New Analysts and government data finds that middle class is also losing ground in the vast majority of metropolitan areas. It's no surprise that Google grows massive fortune in digital ad businesses. Typically, Google sells ads to anybody with a computer or credit card if they are selling T-point their belly fat reducer promises. Asian shares slipped Thursday and skipped Japan, where some solid earnings helped stocks notch gains. Japan's Nikkei stock average finished at a 0.4% gain, while Korea Kaspi lost 0.1%, Australia SP ASS 200 0.2%, and Hong Kong staying said. Northampton, Massachusetts, East Hampton man has pleaded guilty to sexual assault on a 5-year-old boy. The Daily Hampshire Gazette reports that 35-year-old Joseph Bishop was sentenced Wednesday to 2 years in jail and 5 years probation for pleading guilty to the charges. Hampshire Superior Court Judge Taylor Ford accepted the deal reached by the defense attorney Rachel Weber and assistant Northwest District Attorney Linda Pisano. Havel, Massachusetts, a man is denied accusing detention aggressive car to a pregnant woman's Jeep. Fort Worth, Texas, Southwest teen Ian Scott was ordered to spend nearly 2 years in jail after violence juvenile probation for a fatal 2013 drunk driving crash. Washington issued immigration presidential candidates Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, and Donald Trump have vastly different proposals. Moscow, there has been no invitation extended to the Russian government or its next month's summit of members of OPEC Russian energy minister said. London, a provincial estimate from the British government shows that the amount of electricity generated from renewable energy is set a record last year. Calgary, Alberta, more facilities were returned to normal in the Fort McMurray area of Alberta with Emirates and the latest to return some infrastructure to regular service. A new study aims at improve the often cited conversation logic and allows hundreds of large carnivores discourages portion. 8% of world cities dwells in breathing bad air. Each year, more than 3,000 tons of space dust fail to burn up on the planet's atmosphere and falls into the center air surface. Scientists have put more than a totally new theory about how Earth stayed so warm billions of years ago. A new study has found that Earth's early atmosphere is very, very different from what it is today. Chicago, studies from 3 different teams of scientists that after proof on Wednesday that Zika can reach and destroy brain cells in the fetuses of pregnant mice, found that sulfide a link between the mosquito-borne virus and the birth defects. It's the newest way of getting it. It's completely legal. You can get as much as you want as often as you like for a few dolls from a drugstore. Teenage girls will consume large amounts of fruit may lower their future risk of breast cancer, new study suggests. London abortion rates often walked up dramatically in the past 25 years on historic lows of wealthy countries, but typically slightly poor developing nations, according to a global study published on Wednesday. Take a look at the stocks now. Dow 217.23 points to 17,711.12. SP 500 2,064.46 and Nasdaq 4,760.69. Peter Chaldusa, May 11. It's time now for sports report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox defeated Oakland Athletics 13-3 at Fenway Park. Tonight, Red Sox will have a game against the Houston Astros. Game time 7:10 p.m. And speaking of fellow travel, Brendan Johnson, Scherzer, George Jones, and the only pitchers have a no-hitter. Both ex-Diamondbacks have 2 of those. And a 20-strikeout game. Making a grade, which will win the 2016. Belmont takes focus on winners of that. Red big race usually for a previous weekend with it. Could have impact the next Triple Crown. Tom Brady can go on forever about nutrition fitness, but first some Brendan clarification. Now the cookbook Brady said in 11 and GQ republished Wednesday referred to the $200 nutrition medal that he puts it. Peter Chaldusa, May 12 on this. Thursday morning, it's time now for a Trevor report. Let's study out Dan and Redan, where 95 of the south outside of its slow go from second all the way to downtown Providence, 95 of the north outside of it, so from work all the way to downtown Providence, 146 of the south outside, so from Route 115 and Providence all the way to Route 95. Route 95 downtown Providence, 138 in the east outside, so Jamestown Bridge, 130 west outside of it, so the new 180.
Outside from the sea covered the Providence, 185 west outside over the Fall River Stretch, and also 185 east outside in the around Route 140 in Dartmouth, Route 25 in the east outside, and then so from where all the way after the border due to the accident right there. 495 in the north outside, so from Milford all the way at the West Pike in Westport, 95 in the north outside, so from 152 in North Alabama, and then hit breaks again from Route 1 in Sharon all the way after Route 128 in Canton, Route 24 in the north outside, so from 148 to Route 44 and Taunton, and hit the brakes again from 106 in West Bridgeville all the way to Route 128 Canton, Route 3 in the north outside, so from Route 228 in Rockland all the way to the Break Tree Split, 128 on both ends, and so from 95 in Canton all the way to the Break Tree Split, 128 on the north outside, and then so from Route 1 and all the way at the all the way at the Warfare, 128 south outside, and it's logo from Salem all the way at the Trabell Water Warfare, Mass Pike east outside, and so from Fairham all the way at the Mass Pike on the west side, and so from the Newton Quarter South Expressway, both ends, and so from the Split all the way at the Mass Pike, 93 on the southbound side, and then so from Westford all the way, from Wilmington all the way into the Station Bridge, 93 on the northbound side, so from Medford and Redden, Route 3 on the southbound side, so from 45 and low all the way at the Beerwick, and then breaks again from Route 128 in Reddit, Route 2 westbound side, so the Lexington stretch, Route 2 eastbound side, so from Alton all the way at the Fresh Potter Park and Cambridge. 495 on the southbound side, and then so from Haver all the way at the Lowell, 495 on the northbound side, so from Westford all the way at the Lawrence. 290 in the eastbound side, and then so from 146 in Worcester all the way at the Shrewsbury, Route 2 in the eastbound side, so after Route 485 on the northbound side, also with the Littleton stretch. 9 in New Hampshire. Everett Turnpike Little, so on the Manchester Airport Road, 93 to the southbound side, so the Dorchester stretch. 130 New Hampshire stretch. Smaller Turnpike Little, so around Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. But how is the Vermont, New Hampshire made out? Look again. 291 to the southbound, northbound side, and it's also around Route 57 in Egmont to 291 in Springfield. I-84 on the eastbound side, also West Hartford and downtown Hartford. I-84 for the westbound side before I-91. I-91 on both ends, also for 291 all the way to I-84. 91 on the northbound side, so from Middletown all the way to downtown Hartford. I-8 for the eastbound side, so the Waterbury stretch. I-8 for the westbound side, and then over the Danbury stretch. 95 on the northbound side, and then it's over the New Haven stretch. 95 on the southbound side, and so before I-91. 95 on the southbound side, so from Bridgeport to Stafford. Merritt Park Ridge, so from Bridgeport to Stafford. And I was about with the Exodus. We'll go. Take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system is looking good. Commuter rail, looking good. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, 784. Okay, Peter Chell News Time, 8:16 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Time now for weather report for today. It's going to go like this. That's got about 81 degrees. A lot of variable wind capable to 5 miles in the afternoon. So break out the shots for tonight. Most goods got about 47 degrees. Up at about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Friday, chance of showers. But then showers likely possibly a thunderstorm after 5 p.m. Penchback after 5 p.m. Boys. Most gusts got about 70 degrees. Southeast at about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Chance range to 6%. New rainbows 3 to 10 quarter day. Checks out about possible thunderstorms. Friday night, showers will possibly a thunderstorm before 1 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Penchback before 11 p.m. Low at 53 degrees. Top at about 6 miles of Kevin. West after midnight. Chance range is 8%. New about 3 to 10 quarter day. Checks out about possible thunderstorms. For Saturday, chance of showers May after 4 p.m. Most of the stats come about 72 degrees. South for about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 23 miles an hour. Chance range is 30%. Second, sounds like May before midnight. Penchback after 2 a.m. Otherwise, gusts got about 46 degrees. And chance range is 6%. Sunday, parts of the podcast got about 59, about 39 degrees. Monday, most of the podcast got about 58, about 42 degrees. Tuesday, most gusts got about 65, about 46 degrees. And from Wednesday, showers Most cars cause about 63 degrees of chest patients 30%. Currently adopted first cars of 59, humidity 49%. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. Morning news on this May 12th, 2016 on a Thursday. Peter, have a good morning, a good positive. Have a good day.